What's up guys, PowerWangZ here, and today we're going to be doing another unboxing video. I have this cool new item that came out today, guys, we're going to be doing an unboxing video of the Xbox One X, so we're going to be looking at some 4K gaming. We're going to go ahead and just get into this guy. I'm going to try and knock this out pretty quick, because I don't think it's a lot different than some of the other stuff we unboxed, so I'm not going to cover things in too crazy amount of detail. But let's go ahead and get right into it here. So guys, the first thing you'll notice is the box is a different design. It is a 1 terabyte hard drive inside this guy. And we do have the 4K emblems on here, so 4K Blu-ray, 4K Ultra HD, and then HDR. It's a nice box. You can see mine unfortunately got dented. It is a nice box, a nice slate gray, kind of a cool color. Not much on the art side. There isn't a lot on it. You've got some brief system specs, and these are going to be kind of hard to show you just because of the angle I'm going to have to get these at. So there you go, there's that side. You got your serial number and all that stuff on the bottom. And then a little bit about the Xbox One X. And the key parts here are, it says unleash 6 teraflops of graphical processing power, making games look great, run smooth, and load quick. Maximize game performance with the speed of 12 gigabytes of GDDR graphic memory. See every frame with a 326 gigabit per second memory bandwidth, and stream and record game clips at 4K at a screaming fast 60 frames per second. Now, this all sounds great for console gamers, for us to be able to get into 60 FPS 4K gaming, but at the price tag this thing's at, I don't know that it's going to compete with something like a gaming PC running a even mid to current tier GPU. Running something like a 970. Now you're talking a bit of difference price range, but I think you're going to get more graphical fidelity and better performance overall out of a PC. That's really how it is. However, this is as console gamers, this is our foray into 4K gaming. So I'm going to go ahead and open this guy up. So right up at the top, we've got 2 pieces of circle tape. We are going to go ahead and cut those here, and we'll break right into the box. It's pretty simple. We'll kick that open. I have not opened one of these yet. So it looks like that is possibly a serial number there at the top, so we're going to go ahead and keep that covered. But right here we've got a little advertisement, it looks like, for Xbox Live Gold and Xbox Game Pass. We're going to go ahead and slide everything out. So let me tip this on its side. So this came out, and it is play together. Redeem this for 14 free days of gold. Beautiful. Redeem for a month free of Xbox Game Pass. And then down below here, this one, I will show this off. This is just how you quick set up your system. So we'll go ahead and slide all of this stuff back into the sleeve, because I will use those up. I do like the Game Pass and whatnot. So we'll go ahead and pull this out. Let's start with the first side here. We're going to pull out what would be the right side of the box as you're facing it, so it came out of right here. And we're going to pop the top on this guy. It looks like this comes out the other way, so we'll go ahead and pop the top. The packaging is very similar in how it opens to the Xbox One S, to our Gears one, so we're not going to spend too much time on the packaging. We'll go ahead and pop this off. You've got the same type of cabling that the Xbox One S uses for a power cable. We'll set that aside. You've got a high-speed HDMI cable, very nice quality, ready to go. So we'll set that aside. And now we've got the controller. Let's go ahead and get this guy out. Take a look at what we have going on here for the controller. So we'll go ahead and pop that out. I can feel there's batteries in there. So this is the new style controller. There is a little bit different of a grip to it. You can see here, if we get it up a little closer to the camera, there is some little bit of grippiness to the controller. I don't know if there's enough different that I could justify purchasing one of these guys with just a standalone. If I did break a controller or needed to replace a standard controller, I could see doing that. But much other than that, I don't think there's too crazy amount of value. You've got your product regulatory guide. Don't care about that. Let's go ahead and just toss that junk off to the side. paperwork that we as gamers probably don't care about, but you know, maybe we should read it. We're here on the left side of the box. We've got the system here, and it's in, unlike some of the other ones, it's in white foam. So I think gray foam was the color on all of the other ones, so just a minor change for you guys. We'll go ahead and pull that out. And there is the brick that is our Xbox One X, nice and wrapped up here. We'll go ahead and get this guy pulled out, toss the foam off to the side. I always did like this, that they wrapped it in this nice soft foam to keep it from getting scratched up. It gives a little bit of extra care. So let's go ahead and pop this out here. Really don't care about that. This is what I care about. The beautiful Xbox One X. The front of this thing is actually really crazy plain. I am not overly impressed with the look of it. It is actually a really freaking hefty system though. It feels heavy compared to the other Xboxes. And maybe it's just that I haven't picked it up in a while, but you can see we have one HDMI port here on the front. You've got, I believe, your eject button or power button. I don't know. I don't see a typical... Oh, nope. You got your power button right here. So you've got your USB port, your sync button, your power button, and your eject button. On the... As you're facing it, what would be the left side of the console. There isn't anything on that side as far as ports, plugins, connections, cool graphics, anything like that. This is just the basic edition. It's not a crazy cool Scorpio. On the other side here, we have a Hello from Seattle Xbox One X. You can see that right here. So that's kind of nifty. There's this nice rubberized texture on the bottom so that it doesn't slide around when it is on your desk. And I'm going to cover it up here, but this is my serial number information under here. You've got an Ethernet port, a optical port, an IR out, 2 USB ports, and 2 HDMI, 1 in, 1 out, and your power connector. So nothing too crazy fancy. You can see the huge heatsink in there though. Nothing too crazy fancy about this system. Let me quick get one of my other systems for comparison for the Xbox One S, just to show you what the size comparison difference is. Okay, so initially when I was looking at the system, I did say that I felt like the weight was a little bit much compared to the S. I don't think it's actually all that different. Weight-wise, they are about the same. It is a touch heavier. But size-wise, let's go ahead and we'll just stack the S on the top. It is a little larger than the S. And you don't see it in the front because I've got it lined up, but consider that the sides are lined up, the front is lined up. So this side and this side are lined up. But then we've got a little overlap here. And we've got a little overlap here. So it is slightly larger than a slim console, and I'll spin it actually so they're the same way. It is slightly larger than a slim console, but everything's pretty much the same. Button layouts are the same. The power button is in the same location. Power buttons, as we can see here, both on the front. Eject buttons are in a little different spot. So eject button. Disk drive, disk drive. So they're a little bit different, but pretty close to the same. So if you're familiar, so they switched the IR port and the USB port, which is an interesting choice. But we're going to go ahead and get this guy set up and check out some 4K gaming. I don't really have a good way to capture this for you. So guys, thanks for stopping in to check out the video. We're going to have some new videos coming up here soon, some old videos that I have shot already and just haven't finished editing. So look forward to those coming up in the next few weeks here. I'm going to try and get back to a more regular release schedule, getting the vlog and everything back in order. But there have been some changes in my life that I have had to deal with, and we'll be changing our setup a little bit. So anyways guys, thanks for stopping in and watching. I'm PowerWangZ. Peace out.